Hi, it's Andy and John here with Car Repairs Made Easy. Today we're working on a 1993 Buick Skylark with 3.3 liter. We're going to change the oxygen sensor or O2 sensor. In this particular car, it's way down here in the back. Now, let's see if we can see it. I can get my hand in there so I can point it out to you. It is right here. It's got this single wire, and that's it there. Connector is over here on the side. I'll just release the tab. It's going to be hard to see, but we have to do it anyway. Let's get this unplugged. What we're going to need to do to take these out is use a special socket called a oxygen sensor socket. They come in a couple different designs. There's the connector. You just have to choose out of the ones that you have. Well, you can get them from your local auto parts store. They usually loan tools. You'll pick out of the ones they have which one will fit your application. Here we have the 3 sockets. As you can see, this one's slotted, it's deep. That allows for the wire to kind of fold over, and you can get on top of it and turn it. We have a couple other designs that are also slotted so that the wire will go through. You just got to pick which one you want to use or which one best fits your application. This one is the one that we've already decided we're going to use. It looks like a star here. We thought it was a little weird too, but it allows a 1/2-inch drive extension to fit right in there, and then it'll fit in different positions because it may be a tight fit. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and slide this down onto the sensor, and then we're just going to give it a turn and it should break loose. It's a tight squeeze, so I'll get in there and get this on there, and then you'll be able to see what it looks like with it on. It's recommended that you do not do this while the engine is extremely hot, because you can pull the threads out of the exhaust. But it is advisable to have the engine a little bit warm, because that will allow it to come out a little easier.
You can see it, we just need a little more light.
Now what we got to do is get in here and break this thing loose. You can see this allows me different positions. I'm going to go there and just break it loose. And then we're going to try to reposition this so we can turn it some more. After you get a couple turns, you should be able to get it out by hand. They should have anti-seize on the threads on the new one to keep it from seizing into the exhaust because of extreme heat. Let's see if I can get it with my hand here. There we go. Now that I've got it broke loose, I can spin this out by hand. Oh, there we go. And then once we get it out, I'm just going to unthread this, and then when we get it out, we'll show you how. Oh, here we go. I'll show you how the sensor fits over the socket fits over the sensor, so you understand what we mean.
There's the hole.
There's a hole in the exhaust manifold. This one here, you can see the wire. When you put this on, the wire will just go through here. It'll slide down over the sensor. That way you don't damage the wire. You don't have to cut it. Conventional sockets won't allow that. So now we're just going to stick the new one in. Here's our new one. You can see the anti-seize right there on the threads. It won't back out, but that'll just keep the heat from making it seize into the exhaust. So you definitely want to start these by hand. And make sure you go as many threads as you can by hand. That way you know you don't have a cross thread. Because they are a little particular. That one went in pretty easy. I'm just going to go until it stops. You can stick your sensor back on there. And we just snug that down a little bit. Just move this, reposition that. Now mind you, with this particular socket we're using a 1/2-inch drive, so the ratchet's really long, so you got to be careful not to over tighten it. Just you'll feel it, and that should be good. And we'll just take the socket back off. We'll plug it back in and we're done. So that is how to replace an oxygen sensor on a 1993 Buick Skylark with a 3.3 liter engine. Maybe similar to other General Motors cars in the early 90s, but you just have to look up your application. We'll try to put up as many videos as we can so you can see different things on different cars. That's it. Thanks for watching.